Hi everyone, so as you could probably see from the intro, I'm doing an It costume tutorial, makeup tutorial look. Super excited, and I've been planning this for a long time, but I still was having trouble figuring out what to wear, up until the last minute, honestly. And I finally settled on trying to find an old, really, I guess like Victorian style wedding dress from Goodwill or Savers, because I know they always have some old ones there. So I went on over to Savers, I couldn't find anything. Then I went to Goodwill and I found this dress right here for $25. And even though it wasn't exactly what I was looking for, it was the one that was most promising. So what I did in order to make it look more Pennywise, I got some lace and some tulle from JoAnns fabric store, and I started hot glue gunning them to the dress. And I actually did it in a way where I folded it over a little bit every time I glued it so that it had a lot of volume to it. And this is what I did in order to make the collar, in order to make the sleeves, and also a little something on the waistline too. And then on top of all of those, I put a red ribbon near the collar, the sleeves, and the waistline. And then I ended up putting those little puffy things on the front, and this is the final product. I thought it looked really good for this character. And I ordered a costume from Walmart in the first place, and I hated it. It was so ugly. So that's why I decided to go ahead with making my own, and I think it turned out great, honestly. So now let me go ahead and show you how to do the makeup for this look.
Hi everyone! So today we are going to be doing a Pennywise makeup, costume, everything tutorial. I have a lot planned for this video. There's a lot to do and not a lot of time, so I'm going to get started. You might have noticed I have a spoon. That's because I'm going to use it to do my eyebrows. So, oh, and also we're going to be talking about the science behind fear. That is our topic for the day. I have glue and I'm going to use them to do my eyebrows. So first, I'm gonna go ahead and push all my brows up in their, I guess, natural direction that they grow in, but accentuating that direction. Essentially, I'm covering my eyebrows, so you don't have to worry about how they look. That's the wonderful thing. And then I'm just gonna take my glue stick and I'm gonna push glue onto these hairs. This is how I look when I wake up in the morning. Just kidding. So I'm gonna go ahead and let them dry, and in the meantime, I'm gonna do my hair so that it's braided down so I can put the wig on top of it. So I'm gonna look a lot different when I come back. Okay guys, I'm back, and as you can tell, there's some shiny stuff up here, which is glue. I actually, you saw me put it on like that and let it dry, and then now I took a spoon, which I didn't really like how it worked, honestly, but let me just show you. I took some glue and then just pressed it onto, oh gosh, it's really sticky, onto my eyebrows. This is to make a thicker layer so that it covers a lot better. But honestly, I liked scooping a little bit and then putting it on my finger, because my finger kind of warmed up the glue since it's, you know, at body temperature, and allowed it to smear on better. Don't worry, this is washable, so it's gonna come off with soap and water when I shower. I hope. I'll keep you updated. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start my face makeup. I'm gonna be using this cream makeup that I got from Walmart. I was gonna use the grease makeup that I used in previous looks, but I didn't think it was gonna cover well enough. So I'm just gonna take this cream and put it on my hand. Oh wow, that's pretty nice. And I'm just gonna treat this like a foundation, but I'm gonna put on a thick layer, unless it covers really well. I just kind of doubt it will. Yeah, see, it's not covering too well. I think it's because I'm using a sponge, but I'm gonna put on a layer with the sponge and then I'll figure out what to do after that. It actually smells like sunscreen. So while I'm putting this on, let's talk a little bit about fear and what's happening in your body when you're afraid. So I'm sure you guys have all heard of something called the fight or flight response. And that's because your body, when you're afraid, it tells you to do one of two things: to either get away from the danger or to fight the danger. And so let's talk about the scientific stuff that happens in your brain when those modes are activated. I'm gonna look terrible. Like, most of my looks have been cute. This is terrible, so I'm sorry. So your sympathetic nervous system, which I think I'm pronouncing these right, I'm sorry if I'm not. Your sympathetic nervous system, it's responsible for releasing stress hormones like adrenaline that help you go quick and make decisions faster. Then your adrenal cortical system, it sends hormones to different parts of your body to do different things. So for example, your blood, when you're afraid and you need to save yourself from that threat, your blood goes to major organs in your body, things that are life-preserving, like your heart. They go to your lungs, they go to your liver, things that are keeping you alive. So you'll notice that your hands and your legs and your feet and all that lose blood because it's going to your vital organs. That's why they get cold. But they also get clammy because you're sweating, because your body is trying not to overheat during this situation. Oh my gosh, I look disgusting. I'm so sorry. This is terrible. Also, your eyes start to focus in more so that it can just focus on the problem and how to get out. And so you lose peripheral vision, you know, that vision that you kind of see on the side. You lose that during this kind of situation. Also, function to some of your systems kind of dies down. For example, your digestive system, it relaxes so that it's not functioning, in the sense that it's not going to tell you, oh, I have to go to the bathroom right now. But it relaxes so much sometimes that you might accidentally go to the bathroom. That's why, like, on a roller coaster, you might accidentally pee. So there's that. And I was actually reading about the different parts of your brain and how they respond when you feel afraid. So for example, your hippocampus, its use is to interpret fear. So if you are out in the wild and you see a lion and it's about to chase you, you become afraid, right? But if you're at a zoo and you see a lion, you're not afraid. And that's because your hippocampus is determining that that is not a threat, that a lion in a cage is not going to be a threat to you, but that a lion that is out there doing its thing could harm you. Also, the prefrontal cortex, it can interpret whether you should be afraid or not, because it compares this situation to past situations and sees, oh, well, you know, my person was hurt during this past situation and it resembles the one that's happening now. So I need to get this person out of the situation. That's essentially what your prefrontal cortex is doing. So it's incredibly interesting to learn how your body responds to these things, especially because if we didn't have these modes like fight or flight, we wouldn't survive many things. I mean, it's good that we have fear because it's a healthy fear sometimes. You know, if you see a lion running towards you and let's say you weren't afraid, you could be hurt by that. But there's also times that our brain misinterprets the information and you start to be afraid when you don't need to be, or your body starts to react to situations like if you're in an argument with somebody, your brain starts to react as if you're in a bad situation where you have to fight. And so sometimes you misinterpret it. And so a lot of times, like taking a deep breath, doing breathing exercises, that helps because when you're afraid, your breathing starts to speed up so you can get a lot more oxygen. And you can slow that down by doing breathing exercises when you don't need more oxygen, when you're actually not in a fight or flight situation, when you're just having a bad argument with someone or something like that. This is literally disgusting. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry for subjecting you to this, but I really hope it's worth it. I really hope so. Yes, I'm going down to here. I'm not gonna go down all the way because I'm gonna have a collar on and it's gonna cover most of my neck. I just kind of forget where the collar stops, honestly. Oh my gosh, I look terrible. I look like Voldemort with a nose. Guys, what am I doing? This is disgusting. It makes my teeth look so yellow. I promise they're not that yellow. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm subjecting myself to this on the internet, like for people to see. Oh my gosh. This is terrible. Oh my goodness, I just want to not do this anymore. Ew. Ew. Okay, I'm gonna try a brush now. So I've tried different ways of applying this, and so far I'm not liking any of them, like my finger, the beauty blender. So let's see what this brush will do. It's not doing much better. Okay, at least it's like, it's doing a little better. This is so bad. I'm just gonna stick with cute looks from now on. The thing is, his skin is very textured. And I was gonna get liquid latex to kind of like copy that vibe, that look. But it looks like I didn't need it anyway, because it's very textured. I don't know, guys. I don't know what's going on. This is creepy. Okay, I went ahead and grabbed some of the wax paint that I had, and I'm just gonna put some of that on. It's just gonna be really textured, which is fine. I just wanted more control over it. Okay, I just don't like up here, but it's getting better. I need a white powder, but I don't have one. I just have an eyeshadow. This is disgusting. Okay, I'm just kind of setting it with my white eyeshadow. Yeah. I'm not trying to cover anything. That's what I was trying to do before with the white eyeshadow, and then it's not working. So I'm just gonna do my best to set it enough to where it doesn't leave lines when I smile and all that. And I'm also gonna try not to smile because, yeah, I don't wanna leave those lines. This is like terrible paint, but it's okay. You can see how it's like crinkling up. First of all, my eyebrows are covered. That's the part I was really worried about, and they're covered. I feel content with that. Okay, next. I'm gonna take this brush and I'm gonna get black. Okay, I'm gonna take this black right here and just gonna go for it. There's nothing fancy about this look. Not a lot of technique, honestly. At least not in the sense of like how you apply your eyeshadow and all that. I didn't put an eyeshadow primer on. I think that's the very first time I've not put one on. Then I'm gonna go underneath also. It's hard to do makeup when you don't have a good foundation. And I don't mean like foundation, you know, in makeup terms. I just mean like a basis. So it's a bit of a struggle, but you know, he's an ugly clown. I'm just gonna go ahead and take my finger at this point with the black and just press it on. Like I said, I don't have a lot of time to get ready because I'm going to film the intro right after this. And the sun's going down. And I want to scare you guys, so I definitely have to do the intro. I look phenomenal, don't I? Just phenomenal. Okay, I looked up a picture of what he looks like. He has a little bit more black underneath his eye than on top. So I'm just gonna kind of blend it out a little bit. And also, he's got these weird eyebrows that I gotta recreate. So I need like a grayish brown color. I don't have a great gray, so I'm just gonna go in with this color right here. It's called Eden. Taking an eyebrow angled brush. I'm just gonna go for it. Here, I gotta look into my mirror while I'm doing this. I'm just gonna go ahead, it swoops down and then back up again. So I'm gonna go with the arch right here. Just kind of draw in that part. And then go down. And then up again. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that. It might be a little too high, but I'll take it. Yes. Now I'm just gonna kind of dim it out a little bit with my finger. Not the one that I put black on, a different one. I don't want it to be too intense. It probably looks less intense on camera than it does in person, so I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Now the fun part, the red. Sorry, Kylie, I'm using your lipstick for a sad purpose. Now I'm gonna be taking that same angled brush. I wiped it off though. I'm nervous, because once this goes on, there's no fixing anything. Okay, so first, I'm gonna take it and go in the middle of my eye and down. Okay. It's starting to come together. I was actually worried. As soon as I put on that white paint, I was like, crap, what am I doing? I'm gonna go out a little bit. And then here. Yes. I even bought balloons for this look. And if you guys know me, you know that I hate balloons. And I had 4 of them, just in case I popped 3 of them. I had 4 that I bought, and they were in the car with me when I drove home. And I hated that. It was terrifying. Okay, I checked again, and it actually goes like over his eyebrows, not behind them. So let me fill that in. Imagine having to do this every day, like for filming. Poor guy. Just gonna give it a break there and do my lips. So to go get my pictures done, I have to walk outside. And I live in an apartment complex. So that's gonna be fun, scaring all the little children when I get to my car. So he's got a dip right here with the lipstick that he puts on. Okay, and then he's got a red nose. Okay. Oh my gosh, I don't have a lot of time. I'm gonna go back in with my black. And go down here. Just accentuate this area. Okay. Now I'm gonna go into a red, which I don't think I have. A red eyeshadow. Let me clarify. Nope. Oh yeah, I did a whole red look, guys. I'm so dumb. I did a whole red look for you. Of course I have red. I'm gonna go into this red. Sorry, you can see everything. I don't care. And just fill in over here. This is so cool. Okay guys, I'm gonna go put the wig on. I'm gonna put my outfit on. I'm gonna go film. And I'll be back to see how you guys like it. See ya. Hi. So as you can probably tell, I totally forgot to film the outro to the video. And I took all my makeup off and everything. But I hope you really liked the intro. That was the product of the filming. And the best part, in my opinion, stay tuned for bloopers. See you next week.
You're good. And action. I got stuck in the freaking thing. Doing funny stuff. Pennywise, the dancing clown.